If you can't kill a boss, no reason why you can't look like one. Moogle putting the WoW in transmogs.
This set is very obtainable, really is. The Wild Gladiator scaled shoulders, very easy to pick up, WoD PvP vendor. If you hoard it, it'll be warmongering, however. Moving on, the chest piece is basically straight out of Blackwing Descent, heroic version, Magma, the first boss, 20% on the drop rate. So basically just pop in, boom, kill him, he's not there, okay. Wait till next week, go back again. Got a dude human showing you the Wild Gladiator's Girdle of Victory. From the WoD PvP vendor, 1 Mark of Honor. If you hoard it, would be warmongering. So as you can see, this is part of a set out of Blackwing Descent, as well as the Legion, or should I say the WoD PvP vendor. The legs, part of the same tier set as the chest. Halfish Wormbringer, once again, he's out of Bastion of Twilight, heroic. He's the first boss, I believe. Treads of the Defiler, Hellfire Citadel. Archimond is the boss, that odd piece, straight out of Warlords of Draenor, all the fun. Moving on, we're going to show you the hands, Wild Gladiator scaled gauntlets. Basically, if you hoard, it'll be warmongering, 2 Marks of Honor to pick up those plate hands. Moving on, we have a Tauren dude showing you the back, which is Alliance only. It's from the Arathi Highlands Warfront. You got to kill various mobs, hope you get the drop, but there's other blue capes you could pick. The headpiece is a Cruel Gladiator scaled helm, that's also Alliance only. Legion PvP vendor, and the weapon, Calamity's Edge, Hellfire Citadel, Archimond is the boss. Get ready to head to the Frozen Waste to pick up the Shoulders Heroes Redemption Shoulder Guards. Naxxramas normal mode, 10-man, Lotheb is the boss. 24% on the drop rate, so he loves those shoulders and maybe he'll give it to you. The chest guard or the chest plate, Overlord's chest plate, Winterspring Bruiser is rare if you want to farm it, or if you want to buy it, just step up, get it on the auction house. Now we have a human dude showing you the belt, which is the Poison Binder Girth. Siege of Orgrimmar Mythic, Sun Tenderheart is the boss, 14% is the drop rate on the belt. The legs, part of the same set as the chest piece, Overlord's Legards. Out of Burning Steps, Deathmaw is a rare to kill, or you can buy it on the auction house, decent drop rate of 8%. Moving on, we're going to show you the feet, FIRERIDER Treads, straight out of Valley of the Four Winds. Galleon is a world boss, or you could basically farm it out of Terrace of the Endless Spring. The hands are part of the same tier set as the shoulders, but you're going to get the hands out of a different raid, and the back, Plasma Splattered Great Cloak, looking epic. Vectis is the boss, straight out of Uldir, decent drop rate. And the Tabard of the Shattered Sun, basically Golden Exalted. To pick that up, that's Alliance only. The headpiece, White Tiger Face Guard, Shah of Fear, Last Boss, Terrace of the Endless Spring. And the weapon, even though you can get it, you have to buy the whole arsenal to get it, though. That's the way it works. And the shoulders are going to start us off. Cruel Gladiator scaled shoulders. That's a Alliance only on the purple, I believe. Legion PvP vendor. Going to cost you a few Marks of Honor. Moving on, we're going to show you the chest plate, which is the Crystal Forged chest guard. Out of the eye, Kaltharaz Sunstrider. He's got a long speech before you kill him. 58% on the drop rate. Moving on, we've got a Lady Draenei showing you the belt. Cruel Gladiator scaled Sabatons, that's not what they're called, but basically it's from the same set, so you just got to buy the Cruel set as a whole anyway. Moving on, we're going to show you the legs, Crystal Forge Legards, Serpent Shrine Cavern, Fathom Lord Carathras is the boss, 62% on the drop rate. Pick up those old BC tier legs. Moving on, the feet, Cruel Gladiator scaled Sabatons, yes, that is correct. Legion PvP vendor, you got to buy the whole set right now. Moving on, the hands, Cruel Gladiator scaled gauntlets. Guess what? Yep, you know where I'm going with this. And the back is the Azure Silk Cloak, vanilla level tailoring. Check your local tailor or your local auction house. Got a Lady Tauren showing you the Silver Covenant Tabard out of Ice Crown from the Silver Covenant Quartermaster, both gold and honor. No, actually gold and exalted rating. The head, as you can see, part of the same tier set as all the other pieces from Legion, and the weapon really ties things together nicely. Paladins tend to love gold as much as goblins do, and goblins want to be paladins, so it all works out. Immolation shoulder guards, you could just step up, buy this from the Quartermaster in Stormwind Orgrimmar. It's the Justice Quartermaster, relatively cheap. The chest piece, Radiant Lightbringer breastplate. Tomb of Sargeras, Maiden of Vigilance, kind of a low drop rate, but worth the effort to run that raid. And the belt is also from that same tier set, straight out of Tomb of Sargeras. Hard Jaden is the boss, 5% is the drop rate, and the dwarf is going to stick around. And he's also going to show you the legs, which are the Radiant Lightbringer Greaves. Tomb of Sargeras, Mistress Sazine is the boss, 5% is the drop rate. And we're going to move away from Mr. Dwarf and show you a lady human here. She's going to model the feet, the Sun Scale Sabaton, straight out of Winter Spring, various mobs there. Or you could just step up by it on the auction house. Digging that mace. I love that mace. Moving on, the hands, Immolation Gauntlets, part of the same tier set as the shoulders. Quartermaster, the Justice Quartermaster in Stormwind or Orgrimmar. Moving on, we're going to bring you a Blood Elf with the Wisdom of Dianar. That's at Gorgon, Warlords of Draenor. The fun quest is a quest reward. The headpiece, Laystone Helm, crafted from Legion level blacksmithing or purchasable on the auction house. And the weapon is the Lightborn Spire Ice Crown Citadel. It's a quest reward, both Horde and Alliance. Giving you the shoulders first. This is straight out of Siege of Orgrimmar. Garrosh Hellscream himself will give you the shoulders for 15% drop rate, Mantle of Looming Darkness. Moving on, we're going to spin you to a place called Ulduar, which is in the snow wastelands, the frozen wastes. Yogg-Saron is the boss, and his heated raid, 5% is the drop rate for the Valorous, blah, 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 blah. We have a dwarf showing you the Great Belt of Living Waters, part of the same tier set as the chest piece, and I also believe same tier set as the gloves. Moving on, we're going to show you the legs, Valorous Aegis Legards, part of the same tier set as the chest out of Ulduar, Cache of Winter, 5% on the drop rate. And we have a Lady Blood Elf Paladin looking rather epic here. Coined Stampers, Battle of Dazalahar. Opulence is the boss. 5% is the drop rate. Now she's doing you the spin so you can see that cloak, which really works well with this set. Actually, instead of hands, I use wrists here, but these wrists are also part of the same tier set as the belt and the shoulders, straight out of Siege of Orgrimmar. And we have a Tauren Dude showing you the back Aurora Cloak, straight out of Uldaman, various mobs, or you could just step up by it on the auction house. The headpiece, Valorous Aegis headpiece, which Siege of Orgrimmar would be incorrect. That would be Ulduar, part of the same tier set as the chest and legs, and the weapon is a quest reward. The shoulders are going to bring you to Miss the Pandaria, your local PvP vendor there. 3 marks of honor to get to Tyrannical. Gladiators ornamented Spaulders. If you're Horde, you're a bit out of luck because I don't know what a substitute would be because they're 2 different colors to sets. Soul Tempered Chestplate, the Burning Throne Heroic, Garathi Breaker, or the Garathi World Breaker bosses. Kind of a fair drop right there. The belt, we have a dwarf showing you the Mender's Girdle of Endless Spring, Terrace of the Endless Spring, Lai Shi is the boss, and we have a kind of a fair drop rate from that mop tier set. The legs, Greaves of Mercurial Allegiance, Heroic Burning Throne, Varamathras is the boss, fair drop rate of 12%. Moving on, we're going to go to the boots or the feet. Lady Janai showing the Doomwalker War Boots, the Burning Throne Heroic. So this is essentially a PvP set from mop mixed in with a tier set from Legion. The hands, Tyrannical Gladiators ornamented gloves. Mop PvP vendor, 2 marks of honor to pick up the gloves. So essentially the gloves and the shoulders, and I believe the head are all from the same tier set. The back, super easy to get. Supreme Lord Kazakh, it's a drop from him in Tanan Jungle. The head, I was wrong about the head. The head is the Burning Throne, so it's part of the Legion tier set. And last but not least, a weapon, Overseer's Final Word, Grimrail Depot, 28%. If you're still listening up and until now, I want to say thank you for watching, and I'll close out by saying what I always say: whatever it is by you, whether it is morning, afternoon, or night, make your day epic.